Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I got a good video for you today. It comes from Jordan Peterson directly. And he's got a message for the Christians that I think people need to hear as well. But I think too much of Jordan Peterson's religious tone gets cut out of the majority of short videos that get put online, and people like to dismiss the religious implications of what he is talking about. So I cut this video down for time like I do with most of my videos, but I'll put a link in the description for this video because I think it's important that everybody watch this video all the way through. But I wanted to bring attention to the fact that Jordan gives a lot of spiritual direction in his advice to all the rest of us humans that I think gets dismissed. So let's roll into it.
It is, of course, completely presumptuous of me to dare to write and broadcast a video entitled Message to the Christian Churches, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have something to say and because that something needs to be said. I've been speaking to and watching and listening to audiences all over the Western world for the past 4 years, in person and in virtual form, and have learned a few things in consequence. And most of the people who attended live, and the majority of those who watched online, were young men. Our young people face a demoralization that is perhaps unparalleled. This is particularly true of young men, although anything that devastates young men will eventually do the same to young women.
The evidence of what he's talking about is very clear. Marriage rates are down, birth rates are down. How will that turn around if men feel like they're being attacked from every angle and that no matter what they do, they're wrong? That won't play out well and hasn't played out well. And here's the evidence right in front of us. So what he's saying doesn't have to wait very long before we can actually see the evidence right in front of our face.
We in the West are facing an all-out assault at the deepest levels of civilization itself. The Christian church is there to remind people, young men included, and perhaps even first and foremost, that they have a woman to find, a garden to walk in, a family to nurture, an ark to build, a land to conquer, a ladder to heaven to build, and the utter terrible catastrophe of life to face stalwartly in truth, devoted to love, and without fear. Invite the young men back. Say, literally, to those young men, you are welcome here. If no one else wants what you have to offer, we do. We want to call you to the highest purpose of your life. We want your time and energy and effort and your will and your goodwill. We want to work with you to make things better, to produce life more abundant for you and for your wife and children and for your community and your country and the world.
This is why this video is so important. We need to open the doors and allow men to come in and invite them in. They are the foundation of the family, and the family is being destroyed. To rebuild the family, we need to rebuild the men of our country and of our world, and it will rebuild our families.
And we have our problems in the Christian church. We are outdated, as are all institutions with their roots in the dead, but still often wise past.
We need the youth to reinvigorate the church and to bring back life into all of it. We are the next generation of churchgoers. We are the next generation of people who are our pastors and our ministry leaders and the people who are needed to be part of this church.
So join us. We'll help fix you up, and you can help fix us up. And together, we'll aim up.
But we can't talk about how church is no good for us if we've never actually been. We can't change churches into what we need them to be and more inviting and more willing to let in younger people if younger people don't go to begin with.
What else do you have? You can abandon the churches in your cynicism and disbelief. You can say to yourself, narcissistically and solipsistically, the church does not express what I believe properly. Who cares what you believe? Why is this about you?
And I think all of us do deep down know that it is about something bigger than us, if we're fans of Jordan Peterson. And so therefore, what are we going to do other than what he suggests? Go to church. Take our families to church. Teach them the foundational principles that made this country amazing.
Invite young men. Put up a billboard. Say, young men are welcome here. Print some flyers and put them in a box by the billboard. Signal the existence of those flyers with an arrow with the words, more information about attending here.
Be the other half of what Jordan's talking about. People can put up billboards and make flyers and schedule meetings and try to invite people all they want. But if nobody's coming, then only half is done. We need all of you to show up as well. And some of you to not be invited, but to just walk in. Take this as your invitation.
Ask more, not less, of those you are inviting. Ask more of them than anyone ever has. Remind them who they are in the deepest sense and help them become that. Your churches, for God's sake. Quit fighting for social justice. Quit saving the bloody planet. Attend to some souls. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your holy duty.
Again, people dismiss how much of religion and how much of spirituality he's trying to help us all find. He's trying to influence into people's lives. He's trying to change this world for the better. We see how much he's being villainized all over the place, all because of his value system. It's the foundational principles that all of us can see are being attacked left and right and have been attacked in this country of America and many other free countries of this world. The church can help us unify behind these ideas. We call it the religious right for a reason. And it's because we believe in the conservative constitutional values that made this country amazing and made many other countries copy what America has done. It's through the foundational principles that Christianity and Judaism gave to this country. The freedom to practice those religions, the freedom to practice all religions. But we are slipping away from the practicing of those religions, and therefore it is creating the problems that we see in our world today. Thanks for hitting that like and subscribe button. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to my new subscribers. Thanks for watching. Later.